Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, the most compassionate, the ever merciful. In recent weeks and months, actually for longer than that, Muslims, especially in an American context, have been subjected to a number of attacks. Now, these attacks haven't necessarily been physical or violent, but they've been attacks nonetheless. These attacks are taking place on Muslim institutions, individuals, communities, even particular Muslim majority nationalities, such as the Somalians. And it's important to understand, at least in a brief way, in a short way, it's important to understand why this is happening and what to do about it. And as I see it, there are four main reasons why this is happening now. First reason is that there are politicians who want to put more on their resume in terms of attacking Islam. They want to be shown as the leaders in this so-called crusade against Islamization. And in addition to that, we have grifters, meaning people who are not politicians who want to gain money or gain attention in some way or form by jumping onto the bandwagon of attacking Islam. The second reason is religious reasons, in that traditionally, for many Christians, Muslims have been seen as the Antichrist. The third reason is to plant seeds of justification for Israeli action. So in other words, if Muslims are criminals, if Muslims are pedophiles, if Muslims are all these things, if our religion and our community are depicted as these things, then it should be no problem in the Israeli actions against Muslim people. The fourth reason is to provide distractions for Israeli actions. Now, be that as it may, whatever the motivations, that's what they're doing. Whatever the motivations, Muslims are under some levels of attack and scrutiny. How should Muslims respond? Well, the first thing we have to understand, and I say this in particular with regards to the various accusations about criminal activity, is to understand that whether we like it or not, every Muslim in the West, especially those who are visibly Muslim, every Muslim is a representative of Islam, whether he or she likes it or not. The good Muslim, the bad Muslim, the practicing Muslim, the non-practicing Muslim, all of us are representatives of Islam in the West, whether we like it or not. Therefore, we have to be conscious of that, and that has to reflect in our public behavior. So our public behavior must be good. It must be honest. It must be devoid of criminal activities or anything that could be used as a way to disparage the religion itself. Secondly, we have to respond by giving support to our good leadership, to our organizations, our think tanks, our masajid, our mosques. And this support has to come in physical, financial, moral, spiritual. We have to support our leadership at all levels. Next is the voice of Islam must be louder. We cannot allow the Islamophobes and the ignorant people to dominate the conversation. We have to put our voice out there as well. And how do we do that? We do so in part by supporting the institutions, but we also do so by simple things, by sharing Islamic videos, by sharing the Quran with people, by telling people, our fellow Americans, our compatriots, our citizens, our co-workers, when these issues emerge, to tell them the truth, about not just religion, but about the politics and the culture, etc. We respond by being good neighbors. We respond by giving a positive example in the same way that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ acted. These really short, small responses, these are actually very good insofar as combating the ignorance and the fear that is currently taking place. And of course, with all that, we have to be cognizant of our realities. So, for example, Muslims praying together, we should adopt what the Quran actually has taught us. There should be some Muslims who are making prayer while other Muslims stand guard. And then when the first group is finished with their prayer, they stand guard while the second group makes prayer. We have to be cognizant of our realities. Sisters have to be cognizant of their realities. And so by doing these things, we will really go a long way in combating the ignorance that is put out there. May Allah protect all of us. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.